Hello and welcome back to Video Talks. And today we are going to be doing elephants, or early elephants. We will not be doing the woolly mammoth in this video. Mammoths will get their own video. They're important enough to deserve their own video. So, this is everything leading up to mammoths. Now, we've already discussed Moratherium in a previous video, so as such we won't be discussing them again. So we're going to start off with Phiomia, which is sort of a mouthful to pronounce, but it's about the size of a horse, as you can see here. It's not very large, and this is one of the earliest known elephants. And you can't really see it in these pictures, but it's got the trunk. Well, you can see that the trunk is very short, but it's got little teeth on the bottom of its jaw. They're sort of shaped like this, and paleontologists think that they were made for maybe digging up roots and tubers. And it's believed to be semi-aquatic. Now we have Platypelodon, which basically had shovel teeth. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can't really see it too well in these pictures, but you can see the teeth right there. And you take a big old snow shovel, and then if you put those two teeth right next to it, like put together like that, they're about the same size. So this was definitely a digger. This thing liked to dig, according to scientists. And Gromotherium, as well, it had the bottom teeth. These ones were a bit smaller than the ones of Platypelodon. A lot of these earlier elephants had two sets of tusks, the set on the bottom of the jaw and then the set right there. And last, and certainly not least, we have our biggest one yet, which is Dinotherium. And this is a bit smaller than normal elephants, but it's still incredibly large. And as you can see, its tusks are on the bottom of its jaw, and scientists think it used these to scrape bark away from trees, which it would then eat. Scientists aren't exactly sure how large the trunk was. It could have been much longer than this. It could have been much shorter than this. Because obviously soft tissue does not typically survive the fossilization process. And there can be all sorts of different trunk lengths, so it's really hard to determine. In fact, the only reason we know so much about mammoths is partly because they lived during the Ice Age. So it wasn't all that uncommon for them to get frozen in the permafrost, which leads to us having nearly complete mammoths that were frozen solid, so they've still got their fur and they've got everything with them, which is actually wonderful, because it gives us one of our only glimpses into, we know exactly what mammoths look like. There's no guesswork involved there. Well, practically no guesswork. Paleontology is the science of guesswork. Educated guesswork. But with mammoths, especially the woolly mammoth, when I say this, I'm talking about the woolly mammoth. I'm not talking about other mammoths. This is specifically the woolly mammoth. And we know a lot about the woolly mammoth, especially its anatomy. We know a very large amount about the anatomy. The La Brea tar pits are also very helpful, as we're able to, normally if you've got a few skulls within 1,000 years of each other, that's very good. The La Brea tar pits, we were able to date skulls into the hundreds of years from one another. So there will be hundreds of thousands of direwolf skulls, and so we're actually able to track it from when the species emerged and to when it went extinct, and we've got nearly precise dates within a couple hundred years, which is magnificent on the fossil timeline. That is the most accurate you will probably ever get on a paleontological timeline. But the La Brea tar pits and its animals, and direwolves and mammoths, they'll all get their own video. We'll talk about them, and you'll actually be revisiting a lot of these animals that I'm talking about post-dinosaurs when I go into early humans, because a lot of these animals coexisted with early humans. But that's a topic for another day. See you next week.